Hey y'all, it's your girl Camille at it again with Cooking with Camille. Okay, today is Sunday and I'm a little tired. I just been sleeping all day and my husband ain't feeling good, so I've been taking care of him and I just been catnapping and watching Netflix, catnapping. I said, let me get up. I gotta cook my dinner. So, yesterday we did the banana pudding, so I hope all seen the banana pudding. So now we're going to do our dinner. So I got some black eyed peas on. They're done. I put them in the crock pot last night. And we're going to have some, I got some okra. We're going to have some okra, some mashed potatoes, and I'm going to make some Salisbury steak, okay? But we're going to make them on top of the stove instead of the oven because I don't even feel like turning my oven on, okay? And some cornbread. We're going to do on top of the stove cornbread, okay? All right, so let's get started. I know a lot of y'all gonna say, okra, Well, y'all can, all y'all want. I like okra, okay? And all I season it with is a little garlic salt. Uh, it's good with black eyed pea, any kind of beans. Garlic salt and a little pepper. And I'm gonna put a little Italian seasoning in it. That's all we're gonna put in there and put it on the stove and let it slow cook while I'm getting everything else together, okay? I'm gonna put this on the eye and call it a day. You'll get over it if you don't like it. Haha. Well, you can either make mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes, but I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. Easy for him to digest because he can't hardly eat that good. Make it, so I'm going to peel these and crush them. Not crush them. Dice them so they'll cook better. Okay? So go ahead and you could do boiled potatoes. You could just boil them in cubes or do mash. I think I'm going to do mash. Oh, y'all know me. By the time I get the mash, I might not even do mash. It might be cube. We'll see. Okay, I got the potatoes cut. I'm only cutting 3. They were big potatoes, so I'm only going to cut 3. And you know what? Like I said, y'all don't know if I'm going to mash them or I'm going to keep them boiled. You know me. I changed my mind at the last minute. So we'll see. We'll put that in the eye, okay? Then we're going to start making our meat, our Salisbury steak. Just do it just like you would almost do like a meatloaf. Put your hamburger in there and cut up what you want in it. Onion, egg, breadcrumbs. It's just that instead of putting it in the oven, we're going to do it on top of the stove, okay? I'll do it on top of the stove. Matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to use all this meat because I'm only going to do 4 patties. Hold on. Okay, this is a half an onion. I diced it, half an onion. I'm going to do this green pepper. I'm going to dice it. And then I'm going to do, guess what? You probably say, what is she doing? Y'all know how I am. I'm good at experimenting and everything. So, yeah, we're going to put 1 stalk of celery in there, too. So, cut that up in there, too. Hey, Salisbury steak. Salisbury steak means my way, okay? So, we're going to do it my way. Okay, so we're going to cut that up and put that in there, okay? So, dice it up and put 2 cloves of garlic in there, too. Okay, I'm cutting the celery now. And I'm dicing that up and the garlic. And we're going to put that on there. And we're going to, y'all probably say celery. No, yeah. Always good to try something different. And it gives it better flavor. Celery gives flavor for soup and other dressing and everything. Why not put it in your Salisbury steak, okay? And we're just going to dice it up real good. Okay, and then we're going to add that to our mixture too. So we got the yellow pepper and a half of an onion, and then half of a yellow pepper, because then we can use the yellow pepper and everything else for a soup that we're going to make on probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know what day I'm going to make it, but we're going to make it. So, and then we're going to 2 cloves of garlic. Okay. 2 cloves of garlic. How's everybody doing on this Sunday? Y'all can see where you can see the lines on my arms. I had my brace on because my carpal tunnel is killing me. My goodness. Y'all, and then for those who got Netflix, y'all got to watch this movie. I was in there watching the movie called Old People. Oh my goodness. I don't like scary movies, but it wasn't scary. But it was make you appreciate older people better too. So yeah, you gotta watch it if you ever watching Netflix. Watch it. Okay, I'm cutting up the garlic now. After the garlic, then we're gonna add our seasonings. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of can't think, Italian seasoning, and then this is the garlic going in, garlic, and then half a teaspoon of pepper. That's what this is, pepper, and then a half a teaspoon of garlic salt. You don't want to put too much salt because it'll make it too salty. And then a teaspoon of onion powder. That was garlic powder, and this is onion powder. Ooh, my hand's hurting. A teaspoon of onion powder. And then let's do a 1/3 teaspoon of the crushed red peppers. But if you want more, you could put more. Excuse me. But I don't want it too hot. Okay. And then I put a little paprika in there. About a half a teaspoon. And then, you know, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Ooh, all these seasonings making me cough. I think it's that pepper. Okay. And then we're going to do 2 eggs. And I got 2 eggs. I put them in the bowl. Remember I told y'all about cracking it over your meat because in case the eggs be bloody or brown and no good, always crack them in a bowl. Y'all excuse me. Oh my goodness. And then add it to your mixture. Okay. And then we're just going to mix it all together. You know what else I'm going to add? I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to use that one up because I got more of the Worcestershire sauce. I got more. Put about a tablespoon of that in there. Then we can open the darn lid. I'm going to buy some more. Alexa, put Worcestershire sauce on my grocery list.
I've put Worcestershire sauce on grocery.
That's one thing good about having Alexa. She can do things for you. And she's a little smart mouth, too. She'll come on when you at least expect her. Okay, now we're just going to mix all that together. Let me wash my hands. I washed them earlier, but I'm going to wash them again. And then we're just going to mix it together. I don't like using a spoon. I want to mix it really good, so I mix it with everything in there. So each meat can get a piece of all the flavors that's in there, okay? Okay, so continue to mix it, and then we'll be back. Okay, I took my okra off for a minute, because I forgot I got to make a little beef gravy for my Salisbury steak, so I'm going to make that. I could put it on that side, but I could put it on that side. Oh, he left it out all night. Hold on. Okay, we could put it on this side. I'll turn this on. And we put that on that side and work on this side. Okay, today I'm going to use the Better Than Bouillon sauteed onions to make my gravy, since Salisbury steak has onions in them. Oh, can't even open it. Oh, God, that's what this carpal tunnel do. You can't even open nothing. But anyway, I'm going to use that. Hold on, let me go ask husband to open the jar. Okay, eyes are back. Y'all, when this carpal tunnel get to you, you can't open nothing. So we're going to put some in here a little bit at a time. Get to the flavor you want. So I'm using the sauteed onion, Better Than Bouillon. Better Than Bouillon. Okay, and our grease is oil, olive oil. I'm going to take some of this out. I don't want all that oil in there. wipe the bottom of it so it won't burn. And we're going to start doing our Salisbury steak. If you notice, I just form them like you would do a Salisbury steak. Okay, and just drop them. Usually I do these in the oven, but we're going to do them on top of the stove today. They can still do the same work. Put them on. I made 5 of them. And I put the rest of it, it was 2.5 pounds. Put the rest in there for some soup one day. Or something else that we cooked. And just go around. This is a big one, so I'm going to put the big one right here. And then I got a little one. It's not too little, but it's going in the middle. So I have to squeeze in, y'all. Okay? And then you're going to put the lid on it so it can brown and cook on the inside. Okay? And we'll flip them in about 5 minutes. But let's go on and, I got the okra going, the potatoes going. Now I'm going to work on my black-eyed peas. And here's our black-eyed peas. Look at that. Look at all that goodness. I had a turkey tail in there. Look at that turkey tail just done dissolved. Now, you can make them a little thicker if you want. I think they're fine. They cooked all night. And I put an onion in here, some Italian seasoning, some crushed red pepper, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And you just let them cook overnight. Ain't even got to stir them. Just put enough water in them that they'll be fine. Okay? So, I tasted this. It's good. We're just going to need to thicken it up. Make your little roux. Everybody know what a roux is. Make your roux. For those that don't, it's just butter and flour. And you just thicken up your gravy. Make your gravy. Usually you can use this, the mixture from your... Oh, what am I doing? Y'all got me messed up. I'm doing it wrong. I'm supposed to melt the butter first, then do the darn flour. Put the flour in with darn butter. But it's okay. I'll make it work. Okay, these are looking good. We're going to let them cook a little bit longer because I'm only going to turn them one time because I don't want them to break. Okay? Told you I'll make it work. Look. I always make it work. And just add it to your mixture. And just keep stirring till you get the lumps out of it. Hopefully you don't have no lumps. Keep stirring. Add all of it. And it'll thicken up as you go. Okay? And I'm going to be careful trying to turn it. Turn it real easy. So it's golden, see it's brown. And then it'll be brown the other side. And we'll just let it continue to cook. Like little mini meatloaves. That's what they are. And then we're going to put the top back on it. And let it continue to cook on the inside. And then we can add our gravy. You don't have to pour that juice out because it's going to make the gravy thicker. Okay, then about time it's brown on both sides, then we're just going to take our gravy and add to it. It's going to, if you got little lumps in it, it's fine because it's going to evaporate. That's because I didn't mix it well, but it'll evaporate because it's going to cook. Then I'm going to slide it to this eye over here and just let it simmer. So I can make my cornbread on this other one. Let's turn it down a little bit and just let it cook on number 2. And clean up my mess real quick. Okay, now we're going to do our little cornbread thing. I got too much oil. Just a little bit. You don't want oil in there. You just want it to be hot. And if you want to make it kind of thick, like a pancake batter. See, pancake batter. So don't make it too watery. If you make it too watery, then add some more cornmeal to it or flour. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add a little flour to this flour, so it won't be so thick. Okay. I'm gonna thicken this gravy up a little bit more. It's not thick enough. I'm gonna thicken it a little bit more while we do this pancake stuff. I mean, it's not pancake, cornbread. So we're just gonna add a little bit in our skillet. I'm gonna just do 2 in a skillet so I have time to spread. So you can call them either flatjacks, hot water cornbread, however you want to do it. And I just spread it out and just let it brown on both sides. And you don't want to turn it until it start bubbling. I'll cover this back up again. So I'll make a roux again, a little thicker roux. Turning these, we're just gonna, once it start bubbling, and we'll turn them. I'm scared to turn. I always be scared that they're gonna break. Don't mash them down. Never mash, just like your pancakes. Never mash them down. You forget sometime, but don't mash them down. Then you have your skillet cornbread or hot. It look like pancakes, but it's cornbread. When you make it, you don't have to. You can use water or milk. Mama used to use water. She didn't have no milk, so she used water. Because the cornbread in the stove had to take milk, so she used water. That's why they call it hot water cornbread. Okay. Y'all, I'm sitting here thinking, do I want to make mashed potatoes or do I want to use the the boiled potatoes? Y'all help me decide. Help me decide. Help me decide. Now we're waiting on the cornbread. We're going to get another onion and cut it like this so we can grill it. So this can go on top of our can't even think. Top of our Salisbury steak. And then I was going to ask y'all, even if you don't have the cornmeal, you could use Jiffy. You could use Miracle Whip. I mean, I'm not Miracle Whip. It's a cornbread called Miracle Whip. You could use anything that got to do with cornbread to make your little cornbread things. You can if you don't want to turn your oven on, because since I didn't turn my oven on, that's why I made the little cornbread things like this, because I didn't want to turn my oven on, just for some cornbread. Okay, now that we got our cornbread done, see the difference? See, they turn out different every time. Cornbread done looking like pancakes, but they're not. We're gonna put a little oil in here for our onions, and then we can set up our plate and feed the family. Okay, I'm gonna let that oil get hot a little bit, and we're just gonna add the onions in there. I love onions, so I cut up a whole onion. Real onions is the best. Now we're going to just throw some Italian seasoning on it, because the Salisbury steak is already flavored. We're just going to do this for color and seasoning of the onion. Okay? And that's it, and we'll be done, and we can plate up our steak. Look at that. After the onions are done. Okay, the finishing touch, y'all. Let me hurry get this picture. It always click off. We got homemade banana pudding. We have skillet cornbread, peppers, onions, black-eyed peas, okra, extra gravy for the Salisbury steak and onion grilled onions. And I just went on and did butter potatoes, y'all. Parsley potatoes. I didn't do the mash. Parsley potatoes. There we have it. Our meal for our Sunday dinner. Oops. Didn't want to cut it off. There you go. Look at that. Look at, girl, y'all. That banana pudding is slapping. Okay? It's slapping. It's slapping. Y'all better ask some dang on body. Okay. Hope he can eat it, because he said he felt just a little bit, but he just sore. His body's sore. So I hope he feel better. This ought to make him feel good, because he loves to eat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Mommy been on it, ain't she? All right. Love y'all. Okay. I think today's the 29th. So remember the first, just comment one time on my YouTube page and enter into the prize. I'll pick the winner Wednesday. All right. God bless y'all. See y'all later. Again, black-eyed peas, okra, gravy to go over the Salisbury steak if you want extra with grilled onions, parsley potatoes, homemade banana pudding, skillet cornbread, hot water cornbread, flat cakes, hot cakes, whatever you want to call it, onions and peppers. Didn't have no tomato, y'all. I thought I bought a tomato, but they must have left it at the store. So I didn't have a tomato, but that's okay. I always get a tomato. Bye-bye. Love y'all. God bless.